Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and I wanted to take a look at the idea of that America, or the US of A, is actually Babylon the Great within the scriptures. And really, it's not an idea, it's the understanding of the scriptures, because America is, in fact, this mystical Babylon, or Babylon the Great. Sometimes it's referred to as Nineveh, or Assyria, Sodom, Egypt, and it's a mystery place. This Babylon the Great is a mystery place within the scriptures, and it's a place at the time of the writing of the scriptures. It was in the future, and so it didn't have a name yet, but the writers, the apostles, and the prophets, they had to come up with a name for it, so they named it after ancient kingdoms or ancient cities. And so Babylon the Great, being such a heavy captivity for the Israelites, they called this one, this new place, this mystery place, they called it Babylon, because it signified captivity, it signified witchcraft, signified conquering, and it signified the Israelites being in a lower state. And so we're going to check out this little clip, and then we are going to get into the scriptures to prove it.
America, 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 fuck yeah! Come out again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way, yeah. Terrorists, your game is through, 'cause now you have to answer to America, fuck yeah! So lick my butt and suck on my balls, America, fuck yeah!
And yeah, that's a clip from Team America World Police. And it was satirical at the time, but it's really a great description of Babylon the Great, of America, because they see themselves as morally superior to the rest of the world, and they go around trying to push their own rules onto people and to police people. And so they were making fun of it, but it's actually scriptural. It's in the scripts, and we're going to go straight to it. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Babylon being the US of A. And it has been the hammer of the earth. It's at the top of the military pyramid. It has one of the best armies and some of the best technology, and it's been able to police and push philosophies onto these other nations. And all while doing that, they go in thinking, pretending like they're the good guys, and actually you're there to steal resources and push philosophies on the people that do nothing for life. All of it brings death. Alphabet lifestyle brings death. Feminism brings death, and they push these things onto the other nations. And they've done this for far too long. And you look at it, they go in seeming like they have great intentions, but they're really just, it's just the modern form of colonizing. They're still colonizing, just in a different way. But they are the hammer of the earth. And you look at the word hammer, and to hammer something is a violent manner. And that's what they do. They're the military wing of the elite bankers. And so when the elite bankers want something done or they want to take a resource from the place, they send the hammer in to go break stuff up. And that is America. With also you have their religious wing of the elite, which is the Roman Catholic Church and its subsidiaries, including Protestants. But you've got the Vatican, and then you also have London City, which is their financial wing. But also, just to get further into, America is actually Babylon the Great, because you read these scriptures and it talks about Babylon being destroyed forever and made desolate, but that didn't happen to ancient Babylon at all. It was, you can read Daniel chapter 5 towards the end, where the handwriting was on the wall and they got taken that night, but not in a great battle. It was, actually, let's just go to it while we're talking about it. Oops. Daniel 5, it's towards the end. So this hand comes, it writes, many, many tickle, you farsome, which is, I'll read it from 25, Daniel 5 and 25. And this is the writing that was written, many, many tickle, you farsome. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many, the Most High hath numbered thy kingdom and finished it. And all kingdoms of the earth have a set time to rule, and then the Lord brings them down, and usually through violence. And America has a set time to rule. And it's going around the last few months about how empires last 250 years on average. And America is coming into that. I think next year will actually be their 250th year. Verse 26, this is the interpretation of the thing. Or 27, tickle, to call, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting. So they're found lacking between the balances. And supposedly the scientists at CERN had this message sent through to them to call. Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. And this kingdom is divided. You have the division between the left and the right politically. You have social division. You have economic division. You have division between the different nations or the different races here. And if Satan's kingdom is divided, how can it stand? It won't. But getting to the point down here, 29, then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet, because Daniel broke down this hand writing on the wall, and they put a chain of gold about his neck and made a proclamation concerning him that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom. And that night was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain, and Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old. So he's 62. But you can see that was a precise, calculated takedown. It wasn't with fire as described prophetically. And people still live in Babylon. It's because Mystery Babylon, or Babylon the Great, is said that once it's taken down, no one will dwell there ever again. But ancient Babylon, people still dwell there. We call it Iraq today. But going back to Jeremiah 50, and we're going to jump down to where was that one? We're going to go to 12, Jeremiah 50 and 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. The mother being Britain, because America came out of Britain, also came out of Spain and France. That's why you have these Spanish names and these French names and these British names here in America. Which, who else holds up to that? Because Daniel 7 goes into that, how it came out of three, that being Britain, France, and Spain. It says, "Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness." Hindermost going into the furthest away, as well as into the newest. And America is a very new kingdom compared to the others of the old world. And it is on the whole other side of the planet. They used to call it the fourth part of the earth. This is one of the hindermost of the nations. It shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. And that's after this destruction. With the destruction comes through nuclear missiles. And you can't describe ancient Babylon as that. It's with them being taken down, because people still dwell there. And it wasn't an all-out battle like that. Let's keep going. Verse 37. Jeremiah 50 and 37. "A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her." And America is called a melting pot. People from all the different nations and countries are here within America because it's a melting pot. This goes into the mingled people. Most of the other nations aren't as mingled as America is. "And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed." This place will be spoiled. It's going to be spoiled. And also, verse 33, this is a very distinguishing piece as well, because some people try to say it's the Vatican or wherever else within the world, but are the children of Israel enslaved within the Vatican? And the answer is no. But they are here in America, in USA, with the children of Israel being both the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. The northern kingdom being the Latinos and Native Americans, and the southern kingdom being the so-called Negroes. We're all here within Babylon the Great. And so this is Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah," so the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, "were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." And so you do have the Israelites here. At least we're claiming, we know that we're the Israelites, but there's a claim, and that's going into the controversy of Zion, but there's a claim in these other places that get said to be Mystery Babylon. They don't have people there that are claiming to be the Israelites that are in captivity under this place. And so it can't be. You can't say it's the Vatican, because it's basically a small city, when Babylon the Great is said to be a great city, greatest city on earth. And you do have the Israelites here. It says, "Their Redeemer is strong." That's Yahweh Shai. The Lord of hosts is his name. "He shall thoroughly plead their cause." And Yahweh Shai is coming back in the name of Yahweh. And he will redeem us. He will redeem the Israelites, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. And so you have the Israelites here. That's a big part of it. You normally hear people that speak of Babylon being the Vatican, and they can't answer to that. They can't answer to the Vatican being considered the hindermost of the nations, or having all these mingled people within it. They can't answer, because America's truly Babylon the Great. When you listen to Christians, and they they really try to make America not Babylon the Great, but it is. And I have a feeling that they understand that Babylon the Great is synonymous with Esau Edom, because Babylon and Edom, so-called white people, including the Small Hatters, they have their destinies are intertwined. So let's actually check out something on that just to see the link. Psalms 137 and 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remembered Zion. And so it's showing you Babylon there. And then skipping down to verse 7, it says, Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof, because they burnt down our temple. And these are the Edomites, who are supposed to be brothers with Israel, with Jacob, but they've done everything to show that they are complete and total enemies. They're our greatest enemy on this earth. And it says, O daughter of Babylon. So it's linking Edom and Babylon together. Who art to be destroyed, because that's their manifest destiny. To be destroyed, because they've been trying to destroy the Israelites, and they've committed great blasphemy within the scriptures, pushing their white Jesus and their false doctrine all around the earth. They are set to be destroyed, because they've tried to destroy other nations. They've tried to take their seed off the earth, but it's truly going to happen to the Edomites. So it's, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. So there's nothing good coming for the Edomites. They are in massive trouble. And then let's also, this down here at 45, Jeremiah 50 and 45, shows a connection as well. It says, Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, that being the Israelis, surely because of their small numbers, and they consider themselves significant now, and they're the first of the nations now, but in the kingdom they're going to be the least significant nation. They're going to be at the absolute bottom of the totem pole. It says, Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And so you've got that one saying Babylon. Then here at Jeremiah 49 and 20, it links Edom, and it's saying basically the same thing. It says, Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, those Israelis. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. And those Israelis are actually the Amalekites of the scriptures, which are Edomites. But there you can see it's linking Edom and Babylon again. And Edom is also linked to Egypt. It's linked to Assyria as well. Actually, I take that back on Assyria because I couldn't just pull out a scripture right away. But Babylon's definitely called Assyria. Let's see a little more. And also going back to the Israelites being within Babylon the Great, this shows it in a different way, with it calling it Sodom and Egypt. This is all America that's being spoken of. Revelation 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, that great city being United States of America. I know you could say it's a country, but what are you? You are, if you are within the U.S., you are a citizen. It can be referred to as a great city. which spiritually is called Sodom. That's for the alphabet lifestyles. And Egypt, which is for the captivity, where also our Lord was crucified, because they changed everything about the Lord here. They made him look like a long-haired, hippie, so-called white man, but he is not. That's why you have the book of Revelation revealing him. And when he comes back, he will be revealed to be the opposite of what has been pushed for so long. And yeah, we're just going to end it there. Just hopefully that was edifying. Lord will that was edifying. And Lord will that help show the link between America and Babylon the Great. And hopefully shed a light on it being called other places as well, like Sodom and Egypt. This place is definitely Babylon the Great. Lord willing, that's edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.